In your room, glass of wine, beating up your phone. Just keep it cool, soon you'll be alone. Such a mess, ball of stress, nerves so tightly wound.
Little King, Ryan, Manny. We've already touched on some other stuff, the recording process, some of the other songs on the record. We're going to get into The Skin That I'm In.
Yes.
And that is the second song on the EP. And this is a very personal song for you, I understand.
It's a protagonist.
Yeah, protagonist,
right?
antagonist,
Sure.
the duality, infidelity,
Yeah.
triumph, a lot of like huge archetypes. Do you want to touch on the lyrics a little bit and
Sure.
what they mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, again, wrote this musically and kind of had an idea already where I wanted to go with this. The intro musical piece that we worked out, like that was one of the, probably the first thing we played other than Hate. Those were the first two.
We do that a lot.
It felt like that piece of music would be the personal kind of, the one that I wanted to make. You called it a ballad, and maybe that's a good name for it. I don't even know what a ballad is anymore.
Right.
Yeah, but it is personal, and I mean, it is, like I said, the protagonist and the antagonist. It's going through marital infidelity.
Mm-hmm.
It's going through, some of the psychosis that comes being on the other end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the lyrics talking about, being in your room, I'm everywhere, you'll never be alone. Well, in that instance, he or she has found out that he or she is doing what they aren't supposed to be doing
Right.
in terms of not honoring their marital vows.
Okay. And then also the paranoia
Yes.
that comes with finding things out like this.
Yeah.
And
Ever been paranoid? It's not fun.
I have.
Yeah.
It's a look for me. I just look
It's a
paranoid.
look.
Yeah. I'm just
You
like,
wear it well, girl.
Yeah, I
good
walk
job.
into places like I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I
but you
wasn't.
probably did. That's why you're paranoid.
I'll never tell. I noticed that lyrically and just like the makeup of the song.
Yeah.
It's very timeless, and it almost reminds me of something that you would hear in like a rock opera.
Huh. That's cool.
Because of it just very concise and clearly kind of tells the story from two different viewpoints
Yeah.
of all of the repercussions that come with infidelity.
Well, we did a Spanish kind of theme to it. There's two bridges in it, one with violin and one without. Christina Hernandez and our friend David Hamilton made a little string arrangement. So
Cello and violin.
yeah, and again, we're in El Paso, so the E passage, sort of that chromatic passage up from E, really gives it that old Western kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Like very El Paso, you see the tumbleweed
Yeah.
rolling around.
The
When
Chico's
I hear it,
Tacos rolling.
Chico's Tacos in the morning.
Yeah, right. So that from that standpoint, it felt musically like that was where
Right.
this was going to go. And again, we're in El Paso, so
So that had to do with like just the location, but also I mean, Manny, you're Dominican, so you take a lot of influence from Spanish speaking artists as well as the rock and roll artists that have obviously helped influence this record as well.
Well, I'm good on different kind of music just because the Latin music is kind of Latin jazz. They have all these different times, Puerto Rican, the Dominican part, and the bachata merengue. I integrate that to the rock. Instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, I like 2 different tempos. I like progressive rock.
Right.
Like that's how he like progressive rock too.
Yeah, it's a very progressive record, very
He got
proud.
generations, like he like Rush, I like Tool.
Yeah.
Just kind of
we
related.
like.
Yeah, I like Rush.
Common. Yeah, no,
I
that's cool.
definitely felt for me when I was listening to it, it reminded me of like a little Sabbath
I love
influence.
Sabbath.
Yeah,
Ozzy.
a little
Yeah.
Ozzy, especially in like the lyrics and the vocals.
Yeah, that's interesting. That song, so The Skin That I'm In, you're not the first person to say it feels cinematic. And again, I think that bridge, that we do a chromatic slide up the neck kind of, and that really gives it a sort of a southwestern feel. But then I played that solo in one fucking take, which I'm super proud of the musicianship. I think your bass line sings on that. It's just, we like this one. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we like this one a lot. A little bit pregnant doesn't exist.
Right.
It's crossing the line. Could never come back.